What's up, ASG? Welcome to an ASG Rewind. Today we're going to be talking about Bumblebee, the movie that came out in 2018. First off, this movie, I thought this is one of the best Transformers movies that we've gotten.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And all overall, just a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's got everything you want, and it's very, like I said, just an overall good movie.
Not as bloated.
Pacing's better.
A little better. I did still notice there was even some moments where you was kind of like when she kind of first meets Bumblebee, and there's kind of just a lot of hemming and hawing, and we get the Decepticons a little bit through that, but it's brief little moments with them, and it's just kind of.
I didn't mind it.
I didn't mind it. That was just the only time that I noticed the pacing was kind of reminding me of those.
I'd rather that than trying to speed through everything and like going all over the place.
Yeah.
I'd rather have like a slower
1,000%
start of the movie that knows that's on the same tracks it started with, just straightforward.
No, I liked
Not
it. I
branching
definitely
out.
liked it a lot more than. Don't get me wrong. I was just saying that was the only time where I was like,
It's 2018 and this is a year after The Last Night, correct?
Yeah, literally 1 year. Insane how they turned around. I mean, it's a soft reboot.
I like to just call it just a straight up reboot because there is absolutely no way that this is the same universe.
Oh, as far as like the Transformers, yeah, like there's no way these Transformers are the ones that we get later on.
Because you kept telling me like, bro, this is the same characters. These are the same characters.
It's a soft reboot.
I'm like, yeah, I hear that. I hear you. But I don't accept that as a viewer. What do we get after this movie? Is there anything that correlates to the old movies?
No,
after
because
this?
I think Rise of the Beast
Okay,
is
then no, it's
also a prequel.
It is also a prequel.
So,
but I don't think that one references. I don't think that one's gonna reference.
I don't know.
anything.
I haven't watched that one, so I can't.
Yeah, I've actually watched that one, and I don't think that one really references.
But this one does drop some hints and references towards.
I don't really notice it.
We see young Simmons in here, which I thought it was like his dad or something that was going to be revealed. We obviously get Sector 7, but we see young Simmons.
Love Simmons.
At the
they
end.
don't actually ever. I mean, do they say they're Sector 7 in the movie?
I don't think they ever said it by name, but it's S7. Well, no. They might have.
They said it.
I think they did say
it.
it.
They said it when they were talking to the Decepticons.
Yeah. And then, of course, at the end, Bumblebee transforms into the car that Shia will end up purchasing.
Are you telling me you could have been a Camaro this whole time?
Doesn't look the same, though.
It definitely looks the exact same.
The paint job does not look the same.
It might not be as dirty
The paint job is not the same.
It's the exact same.
I have to look that up, bro. Yeah, so it is.
I told you, bro.
But, yeah, I don't know why I thought it was different. That's crazy.
I think it could have done without it. I think it could have been a complete different reboot. What I really love about this movie, and I just want to talk about it a lot, is the few scenes that we do get in Cybertron, the War of Cybertron. Like,
yeah, those were great.
Obviously, I think those are everybody's favorite scenes. I mean, we get the classic looks for everybody. We get to see my favorite Transformer look, classic Soundwave.
Oh, Soundwave, yeah.
Oh my god,
that was cool as fuck. That shit was baller.
Yeah, bro. I was hoping we'd see Grimlock or somebody in the background. Somebody,
no, you don't need.
But
you don't need to show Grimlock. You don't need to show Grimlock.
No, they didn't need to. They didn't need to. But I was hoping just so we could.
I didn't need that.
Yeah.
But dude, I think there's a lot. You can say what you want. There's a lot of family moments in this movie, but honestly, there was a lot of good action in this movie. I'll say even. Like my old complaints of the old movies, like they tried to make the humans
be the action heroes,
and they didn't really have to. They just had to have, the humans get humbled in this. Like they're not in this.
Literally,
battle.
Bumblebee puts her in a trash can during the final battle.
Be careful.
They're literally not in this battle at all. It's only Transformers. This is the Transformers war, and they're here to battle it out.
Mm-hmm.
And bro, it is just like it does kind of weird me out though whenever Bumblebee was this, Bumblebee came into the movie and it was just like, yo, he was this badass.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he loses his voice box, he turns into this like,
yeah, that's where that's kind of more what I was talking about with the pacing issue, where it's just like, why does he become this just like, and now he's just this. Yeah, I just didn't really like all
it's
that.
hard. It's hard because if you do kind of put yourself in a director's shoes, it's like, it like, how do you calm the moment down? And how do you make a calm, like, you know, how do you have a girl lead protagonist like calm down a giant robot, and the giant robot doesn't really know where it's at, maybe? I don't know. But anything after that, like, it starts ramping up and shit, and it really is good. And I'm glad the movie wasn't like a 2 hour and 30-minute movie.
Yeah,
It was only like 2 hour runtime, and I was like, this is what I wanted out of a Transformers movie, because it was just,
especially from that action, dude. Like Bumblebee, Bumblebee goes crazy.
Bro, Bumblebee knows jujitsu, karate. Like, Bumblebee was killing it.
Yeah.
Like, even in the intro scene, like, fucking, you saw Optimus Prime killing it.
Bro, that intro scene, I think I'm gonna have to rewatch it, like, after we do this and when I'm just chilling at the crib, because I really.
Yeah, imagine if we had a whole movie like that. But now we're about to get Transformers 1, though.
And that's what I feel like Transformers 1 is why I watched that trailer and why I was like, because when I saw what they were gonna do, I was like, oh, I hope this is kind of something like this, and it's not.
No, it's not.
I don't think it's gonna be.
It's totally kids banter. Like, you know, you thought Sonic movies had bad family moments and cringy comedic lines. Like, I feel like we're gonna see that happen in Transformers 1, but not in a bad way, though. I think it might be a little too comedy, like trying to be funny, but I think we'll get some good out of it.
Yeah.
But back to
the movie at hand.
No, well, back to just Bumblebee as a character, because I feel like a lot of times, like, Bumblebee, he kind of outshines Optimus Prime. Let's be honest. He outshines Optimus most of the time. Like, he is pushed harder than Optimus Prime.
I would say so, yeah.
So, and it feels like we actually had some, man, and like, I honestly, okay, so I remember in the last night we actually hear Bumblebee talk to Nemesis Prime.
Yeah.
And we hear his voice and we're kind of just like, ugh.
Ooh, I don't know
But
about that.
I actually wanted more of his voice in this movie.
Yes.
I'll never talk.
Because it fit really well for Bumblebee.
I think
but
he literally
but that
has like
fight when he
6 or
gets
7
on-
lines.
Yeah, but that fight when he gets on Earth and like the military, I mean, again, like, Bumblebee lands in the wrong spot where he's not supposed to be, and then instant army
paintball sessions
going on. So when that fight with Blitzwing and Bumblebee, I thought that was really cool too. So I was just like, okay, yeah, we're keeping it going here. Like, I like how we're on here. We don't just stop and like Bumblebee just runs away.
Yeah.
And then finds our protagonist. Now we get another fight scene that had some
Because
really
they're on
good
his ass.
flavor.
They're
Yeah.
chasing him. It's a war.
Yeah.
It's a war. And I think they really did portray that really well with the time that we did have with the Transformers. Like when the Decepticons are like deceiving the United States military and fucking beating the shit out of Bumblebee for information and stuff.
Yeah, you're right. He even said that he's like, they're called Decepticons. Like, isn't that a red flag?
Yeah, John Cena.
Yeah, I actually liked John Cena's character.
I did too,
in this
dude.
because he wasn't like overbearing, and like he like, it was one of those things where like the humans. I know this is like my last gripe, but I really didn't care for it too much in this movie just because I felt like this movie did have like a different type of flavor and pizzazz to it. So I didn't really care about the military like leader guy. I thought he wasn't in it. He wasn't like calling shots left and right, and it wasn't like he didn't have whole ass 30-minute scenes to himself. No, it was kind of like there, and then we jump back to the main.
He was there when he needed to be there for the
exactly.
story. So yeah, I definitely agree. They handled that well, and he gets some like actual funny bits in the movie. So
yeah,
he
does.
I love John Cena in it.
Yeah, John Cena's great. One thing I'd say if we're moving over into like the negatives, I wish. Like, I don't think we ever. I mean, I get it. We don't really need to hear the names. We hear some of the names of like the Autobots, and you know, if you're not a Transformers fan, I don't think you would even know who Bumblebee's like nemesis.
Yeah, all 3 of the Decepticons, and this was in the trivia, but I'll just say it now. All 3 of the Decepticons, Shatter, Dropkick, and Blitzwing, they're all given names in the script, in everything, but they're never
mentioned.
They're literally never mentioned by name in
so
the whole movie.
So if you were a Transformers fan, you're actually going to be the one to know, like, oh, that's Blitzwing, or
right.
That's Shatter or whatever.
Which I guess is cool, but also, like, what about the people that are trying to get into this?
Yeah. Well, go fucking watch G1.
Right. Yeah. Because they do literally, I can't get over their looks, dude. They look like the G1 fucking Transformers.
Yeah, they look way better in this movie. All of them. All the Transformers look way better.
Optimus
at the end looked awesome. Like that's
when we get the hologram, like that's honestly some of my favorite little bits is when we get the giant hologram Optimus Prime, and he's like, Bumblebee,
I am coming.
Like, we're coming to you.
You see how it's so funny how this works. It's like you can ignore a movie's like, oh, well, this is kind of whenever something is like too, like when something is made like to look as it should. You know, because then you can kind of be like, okay, well, yeah, that's a dumb part of the story, but I'm like, but damn,
it's the part of the story,
but we still got like awesome moments happening.
Yeah.
And real film happening right in front of us, even though it is just like, you know,
like, yeah, did we need to see her little brother? No.
Yeah, it's got little family moments, but although the stuff we do see, there's a reason why this, I mean, I don't know how good this movie did, but there's a reason why, like, this, I'm pretty sure anybody I talk to about this movie,
it's got great reviews.
Yeah, it's got great reviews.
Yeah.
But I mean, I still kind of, even though it is, you know, it is a really good, it's like me with the first Sonic the Hedgehog movie. Like, it was good.
Now I want more.
Yeah, now I want more of that.
Yeah.
You know? But I've watched Rise of the Beast, and sadly,
it's not more.
We don't really get more of that. The music was really good in this, just because it's set in like the '80s era, so it is really good to hear all these classic songs. But the one problem I had is that like it was like 5 different songs in the span of like 3 minutes, and I was just like, I mean, they could have
more
done
so
that
in that
better.
beginning, like.
Yeah, whenever she's looking for the car, she's like complaining, and she's like got her headset on or her little Walkman. But
at least they were good songs.
They were good songs. They were classic songs. I loved all those songs. The 80s had a style, and I'm pretty sure they got it down with the music. I loved all the Breakfast Club references. Well, I mean, the only reference was.
But that's all you really need.
Yeah.
Everybody knew.
Yeah.
I think even John Cena, because he kind of looks like, gives a look after Bumblebee does that shit.
Yeah.
And I think he was like, is that from fucking... I think that's what they meant it to be. I think the timeline is represented pretty... Or the timeline. I think the time period is represented pretty well for the most part. We get the classic... bullies that we would get in a movie from this time period.
My gosh.
The whole like trying to get her to dive off the mountain scene, and Bumblebee.
She did end up getting her diving moment.
She does get her diving moment at the end. I don't understand.
Chandler did not understand that
it was about friendship.
The friendship part of it. He did not understand that. I'm like, you don't get it. I told him, I was like, bro, you just don't get it, because As Optimus Prime said, humans are not so different from us.
Okay, but Bumblebee is laying in the water like this. Like he's just like, damn.
Yeah, you
I've
ever see
given up.
somebody drowning? And
But
then
she
somebody's-
didn't help him.
Somebody's drowning, and then they're like, hey, and then they're like, oh, and they kind of just swim up together.
No.
You've never seen that in
I've
a movie.
never seen that.
Really.
Because
I feel like I see that in a lot of
If
movies.
somebody's drowning, they usually be like, ugh, and grab them up with them.
He's a fucking. What the fuck is she gonna do?
Exactly.
So she's a transformer. So he's gonna wake up to somebody touching him, and then he's gonna be like, "Oh,
he
shit,
was
we're underwater."
He was already awake. He was staring at her come down. He was just, and she literally goes down, touches his face,
Maybe
and
he
then they
thinks
swim
maybe
up.
He thinks it's over. Maybe he thinks it's over, man.
I just didn't get that. I just didn't get it. Friendship.
Power of friendship, dude.
I mean, I get it, but I just don't get it. Let's get into some box office trivia. So, 2018 film Bumblebee, lowest budget of all the Transformers films, 135 million.
Okay.
And it grossed 468 million worldwide. So still not crazy numbers.
Yeah.
It did make money. It didn't lose
Yeah.
money. And after the last night, that's what they were looking for, was just something to make money.
Yeah.
So that's good. It was number 41 that year in highest grossing movies. So it was not very like popular at the box office, but you know, critics were raving about it.
Yeah.
Everybody loved it at the time. So, but there was a lot of crazy movies that year. Black
Really?
Panther, Infinity War, Incredibles 2, Deadpool 2.
It was overlooked.
Yeah, it was overlooked. There
It
was
definitely
a lot.
overlooked.
There was a lot. But let's get into some trivia. So, this trivia fact is about to be no longer a thing because of Transformers 1, but at the time and with Rise of the Beast, Peter Cullen is the only cast member to appear in every theatrical released Transformers movie.
Okay, at this time.
At this time. But
Yeah.
now, obviously, Transformers 1 is about to end that. But yeah, even the 1986 movie where he voiced Optimus first time in theaters, insane. And then let's get into the 13 Reasons Why trivia.
Oh, shit.
So, parts of the film were shot at Mare Island Naval Shipyard in California at the same time as 13 Reasons Why. And some of the scenes involved pyrotechnics, like explosives and stuff, and helicopters, causing the 13 Reasons Why crew to like have to wait between their takes so that the special effects and the loud like explosions wouldn't go off in their shots.
What the fuck? That's so crazy. Like they were just filming at the same time.
Yeah, and
What
they're-
is
you're
13
just-
Reasons Why doing on the set of Transformers Bumblebee?
But imagine you're just like there to film your movie that day and you're just sitting there. You have to wait because Michael Bay is shooting off some rockets down the road and you can't have that in your shot. That'd be annoying as fuck, dude.
Yeah.
That'd be annoying as fuck.
No, but I would want to, you know, if I'm clocked in, I'm looking,
hey.
at fireworks. I'm like, that's Bumblebee? Oh, hell yeah.
So what'd you think about the special effects? Especially the parts where like she actually physically touches him, where he's really close to a human.
I liked them.
I
They were definitely, you know, they were definitely touched up a lot better than previous movies. But that's just progression.
Yeah.
That's simple progression.
Well, I think progression and something that they did different, that they actually built a life-size Bumblebee. And certain parts like his head, upper arms, and the light up eyes also worked. So
I mean,
they had physical
sometimes-
stuff to work with on set. So when she's grabbing his face, they definitely had like the head model there, and that type of stuff with the Sonic.
It does matter, but there were
works,
some
bro.
points in the movie where Bumblebee did look a lot bigger, like because it fit in the garage. It was fitting in the
Yeah.
garage, but then like when it was like a shot of her running and then it was right behind her, he looked massive.
Yeah, but in the
So I'm like-
garage, he's standing straight up.
Yeah.
Not even hunched over or nothing.
But maybe it's one of those things where it's like it's Transformers logic, bro. They can actually grow in size and shrink in size.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
I guess.
Maybe that's a thing.
And I like that you bring that up because we get to see him like do some like
Yeah, he
transforms just parts of himself to like
Yeah.
get through doorways and stuff. I thought that was super cool.
Mhm.
Like I wish we would have seen some of that earlier. So we talked about how there is some elements of this being a prequel to the other one. There was a cut scene that was also setting that up a bit, and this is a credit scene where a Sector 7 agent is stating that the Autobots cannot learn of NBE-1's existence. And NBE-1 is what they called Megatron when they had him like frozen on the ice.
Yeah, I'm glad they cut that out.
Yeah. And it makes no sense because when we cut to Megatron, he would have looked like G1 Megatron. He wouldn't have looked like Megatron that would have been frozen in the ice.
Well, damn, now I kind of needed to see that.
So it's like, decide if it's going to be a soft reboot, decide if it's just going to be a full reboot. Like, I don't understand
That's
it.
what I'm saying.
We get a GoBots reference in the movie. I did not even see this shit.
GoBots?
Yeah, GoBots was the competitor to Transformers back in the day when they were in the toy race.
Yeah. We literally watched that documentary.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how I'd forgot about that.
GoBots. So I guess at one point Memo actually holds a GoBots book and then drops it like when he gets startled. I don't know if they just had him drop it because it was like, oh, fuck the GoBots or what, but cool that the GoBots made it into a Transformers movie. And then we were talking about the music. One music cue that is a nice little callback is when Charlie is getting like dared and stuff to jump off the cliff. Bumblebee plays "You've Got the Touch," or "The Touch," which is like the main song for the 1986 Transformers movie. That's like the main song for it. So we'll see that once we watch that. But nice little callback there to end out the trivia.
Yeah, that'll be cool. All right, ASG, thank you so much for watching this ASG Rewind. We watched Bumblebee 2018. Let us know what you thought about it in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe. All right, guys. Peace.